Yo, what is good, everyone? How's it going? What is up? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Browns victory Sunday. Insane Browns game. Actually insane. How's it going, Wes? How's it going, Matt? Hope everyone's doing well. If you haven't already, exclamation point CLE in chat. Yo, what's up, Mark? How's it going, man? For $20 in break credit, we'll run that to start the night. We do have 2 breaks lined up for tonight. There is 1 spot open. That was crazy, man. 1 spot is open. So our first break tonight is our LIV Golf Mixer. We have 2 T-Mall, 1 Impeccable, and 2 First Off the Line. That is full. Our second break of the night is 4 Obsidian FOTLs. It's a PYT +1. So the only spot we have left are Bulls and Clippers. Yo, JCL, dude, so many people. I honestly, I took Packers -7.5 to start the game, and then around the third quarter, I live took Packers -10.5. Because it felt like one of those games, kind of like the Ravens game, where the defense was doing insane, and then the defense was just going to end up falling apart after, like, they just give up, you know? Yeah, I saw the Eagles won on a blocked kick. Actually insane. You picked the Bucks in your survivor pool. Well, that was a good game for it. They barely squeaked by there. So yeah, we have 1 filler spot left, guys. Let's flip over. We do have personals available tonight as well. We have a fresh case of FOTL LIV available for personals. So let's pop over. How's it going? Oop, webcam's out of focus. Do. There we go. Browns was not supposed to win. Yeah, I mean, Packers are probably the best team in the league, to be honest. Our defense is just ridiculous. Like you said, Wes, I wish we could get something going on the offense because our defense is championship level. It's actually insane. I saw something that, like, through the first 2 weeks, they gave up, like, 300 yards total combined in the first 2 weeks. Yo, what's up, Justin? How's it going, man? And today, I don't know how many yards they gave up, but obviously held them to 10 points, so I don't think they gave up too many yards today either. Let's check. Team stats. Total yards, 230. Yo, what's up, Brian? How's it going? Someone close us out. Yeah, spot 5 closes us out, guys. Spot 5 in the filler, 55 a spot. Top spot will get Bulls and Clippers. Last spot after randomizing will get $50 in break credit. So each spot has what? 20% of the Bulls, 20% of the break credit. So 40% chance of something. The Bengals lost. Brutal. I'm glad Andre Schmidt, is that how you pronounce his name? Was able to make the kick today, though. Yo, what's up, Paul, Jason? How's it going, guys? Again, we do have personals available for tonight. Impeccable LIV Hobby, Optic Basketball Choice, Crack Sapphire. We're still looking for our case hit there. We have not pulled the ceiling out of that case. And Prizm LIV FOTL. We have a fresh case. 2 boxes are going into the break tonight. So We have 14 boxes left there. Again, break 584, the filler on the right. One spot left, the Bulls. They're the second best team in the break for sure. Buzelis signs, and there's 3 autos per box. So we're seeing 12 autos. And then the Bulls have 2 Color Blast, Derrick Rose and Buzelis. So both very highly sought after players. Rookie Buzelis, obviously, and Derrick Rose is it's his first year like back in a lot of products. Yo, John's gonna close this. Appreciate you, John. Feel free to send direct, or you can buy break bucks on the site, whichever you prefer. Thank you for closing us out, man. Exclamation point CLE to jump in the giveaway, guys. Make sure you do that. Thank you, John. Got the payment. Yo, what's up, Chaz? Appreciate you guys closing out this break. The break is also juiced. So we're at 4. This is 4 out of the 8 boxes left. If we don't hit case hit tonight, I'm tossing in a free cracked sapphire, which is a $250 value. So that break is juiced for sure. How's it going, Chaz? Sad day for the Guardians. Great day for the Browns. Guardians' loss was coming. I feel like that was inevitable. They were due. Close this down. Yo, CLP, what's up, my man? Excited for the break tonight, my man. Grizz were a great pickup. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Detroit lost today too. That's good. Houston getting beat up right now. Yeah. Yeah, they do. It starts Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's basically going to be the season, is that series. I saw a funny stat, or an interesting stat, that I don't know if it's every game the home team in our series lost every game, or if they just lost every series, which is interesting because you don't usually see that ever. I'm going to just take off the break on the right side. Thank you guys for filling that. Take that out. Exclamation point CLE to jump into the break credit giveaway, guys. $20 to start the stream. Been doing this at the start of every stream lately, so even if you're not in a break, make sure you guys tune in and get in for the credit. Anyone, this is kind of a long shot. Anyone handy here with electricity? Like running Romex? It's a very random, vague code question. Not vague at all, actually. It's just very random. So if someone's like an electrician or knows enough to be dangerous. You know what's weird about the Chiefs? They just like refuse to run the ball. I don't get it. They like legit don't run the ball. So I need to run. Let me pull up my picture. I'm running Romex in the unfinished basement to for can lights because we're finishing the basement. And we have cold air intakes. Obviously, you can't run Romex through the intake, but that little circle, that's where the light needs to be. I'm putting strapping across the joists this way, obviously, to hang the drywall on. Can I just run the Romex, like, along the face of the cold air intake? Or is that not up to code? Because there's going to be a gap between the face of the cold air intake and the drywall because of the strapping. But I don't really know how to get the Romex there. The can light is one of those, like, flush ones that don't need a box. So I don't need to worry about that. But just getting the Romex there, I don't really know what's code. Because you can't run it through the cold air intake, I guess. Because there's, like, if the Romex, the wires are giving off fumes or something, which if that's happening, there's a much larger problem. But if it is, then it's sending the fumes through your house, blah, blah, blah. I get it, but... My thought is I can just run it along the base of the joist because of the strapping being there. And then when I get to the... obviously get to the cold air intake, it'll just run along the surface of the cold air intake. And potentially staple it to that. I don't know. That's like part 2 of the question. Again, very random question that I'm trying to find the answer to, and there isn't one. Upcoming breaks for this week, by the way, guys. Looking to try and get Prizm Black NBA FOTL, which drops Tuesday. They released the initial price, which is not bad per box. I don't know if we'll get a full case of it, depending on what price it sells out at. It might be something where we get just a handful of loose, which is fine. It's Panini loose. And we just mix it with some stuff. But we'll see. If it sells out too high, we'll try and get hobby next week. I'm also looking to see what the price for immaculate basketball is going to be. FOTL was just like ridiculous. So I'm hoping hobby is much more reasonable. Let's see if anyone's pre-selling immaculate. All right, so this is a case. All right, this. I mean, it's gonna be cheaper than that. That's a little pricey though. So we'll see if we can fit that in. We also have a PSA submission that's gonna be going out pretty soon here in the next week or so. So if you are interested in getting that, please get your cards to me ASAP. If you have cards from breaks, please let me know when we hit them to check them out. Because otherwise, if you don't tell me, even if I think it's worth grading, I don't have the time to, unfortunately, I don't have the time to go through every card and reach out and say, do you want to grade this? So if you want to grade something, please reach out so I can add it to my checkout pile. But yeah, the PSA sub will probably be going out later. I mean, ideally it would be later this week, but likely it'll go out like the 29th or 30th, right before the end of the month. All right, let me get the boxes for golf. All right, these are our last 2 T-Malls from the case, guys. We have not seen Color Blast from the case. I don't know if they're technically guaranteed. We have seen Tiger and we've seen Giraffe, but we have not seen Color Blast. So hopefully we see them in those last 2. And then these are our last two impeccable. We'll be picking one of those. And then we have 2 boxes in each stack of fresh case FOTL. So let me message the group and we'll get this break going. Last chance to jump into the giveaway, guys. Exclamation point CLE to jump in. Be running that here in a moment, so make sure you jump in. This is 583, right? Yes. Not surprising no one had an answer for that electrical question. I even tried like Googling it and there's just like nothing. Everyone's just like, can you run Romex through cold air intake? And everyone's like, no. It's like, okay. But what about like when you kind of like, what if there's a light that needs to go there? Search it. AI says there should be a 1-inch gap between Romex and the ductwork. The heat caused Romex to degrade. My code book is at work. Okay, I mean, if you have a code book at work, just message me tomorrow or something, man. The thing is, so I understand that there should be a 1-inch gap between the Romex and ductwork, but you see all the time Romex just wrapped around legitimate ductwork, like where like the heat and AC is going, where this is legit cold air intake. This is literally just going to be the air that's in the home already. So the fact that the Romex can touch the normal ductwork normally, and it almost always certainly does, because to get through a joist with a duct in it, you need to just like wrap over it. Like, I feel like you can touch a cold air intake. Because like I said, it's the air in the home. So it's like literally what the Romex is in 24/7. But that's in my brain, and there's some weird codes because one time something happened. Yeah, the cold air return, you should be... That's what I'm thinking. My problem is I would just do it. But my problem is I'm having a contractor do the framing and drywall because I hate that. But I'm running the electrical because I don't mind it. And I don't want to run it and then have him come in and frame and be like, what the actual hell is this? Because then I have to be like, I thought this was okay. And then he's going to question why he's working on my home. All right, let's pop over. All right, we've got our spots on the right, teams here in the middle. We're going to randomize them and put them against the names. Good luck, everyone. 4 more on the dice. We're going 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Range goats down to torque. And then we'll randomize for wild card as well. So reset. This is for wild card. 4 more. We're going 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. High Flyers are getting the wild card. So that goes to Mark. Congratulations, Mark. Nice little combo there. High Flyers and wild card with a one spot mojo. All right, let's get our bounty for the break. 66. 66 is our bounty for the night, or for the break, I should say. The main restriction is running inside the wire. It has to be plenum. I don't know what that word is. Okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know. I mean, Tuesday's totally fine. He's not coming until October. I just wanted to get the wiring done early, so that I'm not rushed once the time comes that the work starts. And I want the lights to be ready prior to framing. And then when he's done framing the walls, I have to run the outlet electrical over a weekend. So I'm hoping I can just bust through that. It's pretty simple usually, but so I appreciate you looking at that, man. All right. We've got 2 FOTLs and 1 impeccable on each side. The last 2 T-Malls will be thrown in as well. Go ahead and vote, guys, left side or right side. Should they put in Dart? I hope not, because I took Rust 1.5 plus TUDs. So I hope not. But man, is this an awful game. Going right side. Appreciate you guys voting. All right, and before we forget, let's run for the break credit giveaway. Good luck, everyone. Mark, congratulations, my man. I'll toss that on your account. Appreciate it, my man. That's like the 3rd time you've won the break credit, man. You're clutch on that. All right. This should be a juicy one, guys. We're live for the case hit, and fresh case. The free team and the credit. Free team? I'm not sure if I follow the free team part. You mean the wild card team? All right. Good luck, guys. Appreciate it. Oh my God. Brandon Miller, Neb. Thank you guys for Film Break 583. We've got 2 LIV Prizm FOTLs, 2 T-Malls, and 1 Impeccable. Let's see if we can find our metal. What's it called? Metal bar? Silver bar. Or gold bar. Dude, I'm telling you, Mark, this is the best product I've ever ripped. You can know nothing about golf. All right, no case hit here. No bar in this box. This is the best product ever. I'm telling you, in terms of value, this is absolutely the best product you could ever rip. It's been very, very good on quality, too. All right, we do have a stainless silver card. Good luck, everyone. We're starting off with a Brendan Steele. That's 85 out of 99. Next up is a Jason Kokrak, 7 out of 99. Going to Smash. Kevin Na, 31 out of 36. Going to Ironheads and JT. Bubba Watson out of 99. 73 out of 99. Bubba Watson going to the Range Goats and Justin. Wow. John Rahm, 2 of 36. On-card auto. Going to Legion and Matt. Congratulations, Matt. That is nasty. 2 of 36, John Rahm. Oh my. Next up, we have a Carlos Ortiz, 25 out of 40. Going to Torque and Justin. Our stainless is a Brooks Koepka, stainless stars. 25 of 54. Going to Smash. And our final card is a Lahiri, 78 out of 99. Going to the Crushers and Wes. Very, very nice. All right, so our final box should have the silver gold bar in it, hopefully. Get into some T-Mall. Ooh. Ooh, there's the black color blast, boys. What a night, man. What a night. Are we going to see 2 black color blasts tonight? One from Obsidian, one from LIV Teamall. We're sweating that one out. Good luck, guys. Black color blast. Coming in hot. And a tiger. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We have an Ironheads team. Ooh. This is a variation. Bubba Watson Tiger print for Range Goats and Justin. Wow-wee. Justin. That's sick. That is so sick, man. Congratulations. That's a grade pile right there. Absolutely. Next up, we have Majestic's Green Mojo out of 49. 19 out of 49. Bubba Watson Blue Scope this time. 15 out of 149. We have a Ben Campbell, Range Goats again on the blue scope. 142 out of 149. And we have a Thomas Peters red. Rainbow it up. Dude, just finish the whole Teamall rainbow. I want to say we pulled his gold. I don't know if you pulled his gold, but we pulled his gold variation earlier in the week, maybe? Or a week ago? All right, let's figure out our color blast, guys. Good luck, everyone. Dean, Lee Westwood. Good luck, guys. Oh, those are feet. Those are feet. Cam Smith going to Ripper and JT. Let's go. That is so nasty, man. Love the black color blasts. We have the Brooks Koepka Blue. 99 out of 149. Another John Rahm Legion. Matt on the Green Mojo. Variation. 35 out of 49. We have a Kirchtrup Blue. Ooh, these cards are stuck. There's a nasty little piece of glue there. Going to Cleeks, 91 out of 149. See if I can get that off before I top load that. And a Dustin Johnson red. Let's see if that will Okay, it'll come off. I just don't want to scratch it, so I'm going to just set it aside. And I'll make sure to, I'll give it a good clean and get it off that way. I don't want to, like, damage the card. I mean, it's not the biggest card anyways, luckily. That's beautiful, man. The black, nothing. I love black color blasts in comparison to the white. They look so nice. All right, let's get into some FOTL. This is a fresh case. Let's see what kind of case we have, guys. Let's see what kind of case we have. All right, we're starting off with a Groovy. Phil Groovy. This is numbered out of 275. 31 out of 275 going to the High Flyers and Mark. And a Cam Smith. Only 2 on eBay. Wow. Have any dual color blasts popped up? We still have no idea what those come from, do we? Unless the checklist is just like wrong. I can't tell if this is orange or gold, to be 100% honest with you. So I'm gonna call it an orange, and if it's out of 10, then we're happy. Harold Varner Dominance. It is gold. 1 of 10. Going to 4 aces and Matt. And a Carlos Ortiz. I swear, the variance in gold parallel, it's like crazy. There's ones that look orange and they're gold. There's ones that look gold and they're orange. And I already struggle with that. All right, we've got a green shimmer auto. Out of 17. Good luck, everyone. Lahiri. Wow, I think we've pulled 5 of these green shimmer Lahiris. 16 out of 17. Going to Crushers. We have a silver answer. And a Taylor Gooch. Yeah, Phil does sign crazy, so that's what we're looking for there. Or Color Blast, obviously. If you didn't see, we did gem a Phil Mickelson Color Blast. It's for sale right now. That's another true gold. 2 in 1 box. Unless this is orange and I'm being duped. This one looks more gold than the last one. Brooks Koepka on the aces. Wow, that's a sick card. Going to Smash and Wes. 9 of 10. 2 gold in 1 box, man. 9 of 10 Brooks Koepka aces. And a Gooch Groovy. I think we've pulled legitimately probably 6 Phil Mickelson Color Blasts. That's a backwards pass. That's a backwards pass, right? Gold vinyl, boys! Let's go! What a break, man. 1 of 1 gold vinyl. Our green shimmer is a team card for the Crushers. That's out of 17. Our gold vinyl, 1 of 1. Good luck. For Fireballs? JT. For Legion, wow. Tyrell Hatton. That could have been a monster if that was ROM. Tyrell Hatton on the gold vinyl, 1 of 1. Going to JT. Or no, sorry, Matt. Congratulations, Matt. Sorry, I was still looking at Fireballs. Matt with Legion. Tyrell Hatton, gold vinyl, 1 of 1. Have a break, Matt. And a silver Hatton. Our green shimmer is 6 of 17. And last pack of the first FOTL. What a box, man. 2 true golds and a gold vinyl. Prismatic Bubba on the teal. 243 out of 275. It's a Bubba kind of night, man. After Bryson, yeah, that was sad, man. This Sunday night game might be one of the worst games I've ever watched. And I had to watch the Browns punt like 6 drives in a row today. All right, box number 2. We're starting off with a green. I think that's out of 7 or 8 or something. It's very, very low. Mito Pereira going to Torque. Out of 18, I'm sorry. 1 of 18. Going to Torque and Justin. I will let you know for sure, man. The other gold vinyls we've pulled have had issues, unfortunately. But we'll see if this one looks clean. I don't know if we've ever seen this parallel. It's like a blue aqua, but variation on this one. Dustin Johnson for 4 aces and Matt out of 275. Wow, that's the teal that we see. I don't know if we've just ever seen a base version of it. It's usually on inserts. We have a gold shimmer auto out of 3, guys. These boxes are pretty much going as good as you could ever ask. Gold shimmer auto out of 3 and a gold shimmer out of 8. Jeez, man. Crazy. Crazy. Stinger. Brandon Grace going to Stinger. And JT, 2 of 8. 1325, not bad, man. Congratulations. 5 of 18 on the Brooks, going to Smash. And aces. It's a great sale, man. All things considered. Now we have to hope that... I mean, it was clearly marked. I labeled it as, like, the second lowest quality that you can on eBay. There's no way that it gets kicked back. But that's the only potential problem. All right, we've got a blue and a silver. Hot boxes. That's all we get, man. Blue. There it is. Phil Mickelson on the blue variation. That is 54 out of 99 going to Mark. And a Ironhead silver. We had a lot of cards then tonight on eBay because my phone is blowing up currently. Mostly my watch. And last pack, we have another gold shimmer to 8. Jeez. All right, boys. These boxes are juiced. Looks like a team card, I think. Going to the 4 aces on the gold shimmer. And Matt... Have a break, Matt. 3 of 8. We've got a Phil Mickelson Groovy out of 275. And a Phil Mickelson Groovy base. All right, we have a gold shimmer auto out of 3. Sitting, waiting for us right here to close out the break. Good luck, everyone. Gold shimmer auto out of 3. We have not seen a single Bryson Bryson auto in the, like, now we've ripped 2 cases of FOTL and a case of T-Mall. So good luck, everyone. See if we can find Bryson finally. Lee Westwood going to Majestics. Brian coming through in the clutch at the end there. 1 of 3. Lee Westwood gold shimmer auto. Such a clean auto, man. Buzzer beater for you there, Brian. Oh, don't apologize. Richard Bland on the silver kaleidoscopic. And a Yubin Yang Prizm break to close it out. The thing is, it could be much, much worse than a Lee Westwood, though, too. So, it is not bad at all. All right, let me sleeve and top load these last couple hits here. Mostly just the impeccable. Love to pull it. Dude, that'd be awesome. I feel like Majestics always does well, too. What just happened? Did Russ just throw a pick six? No. Why did it just show Russ all sad and the Chiefs celebrating? Oh, they just got an interception. Mahomes looks awful. Must be nice. That's where they all are. Matt has one of them. He has 33% of the market. He's cornering it. I love how Mahomes, like, is yelling at Kelsey right there. When he threw it right where Kelsey was. Like, if you wanted him somewhere else, if he wasn't where he was supposed to be, you didn't have to throw to him. But he threw to him, and then he's like, get upfield. Dude, you'll be okay. What a break, guys. What a break. Let's run through the hits here. We have the John Rahm out of 36. Ortiz. Kavanaugh. Bubba. Brooks Koepka. Lahiri. We have the Lee Westwood out of 3. Out of 8. Mickelson. Grace out of 8. Koepka out of 18. DJ. Bubba. Crushers out of 17. Tyrell Hatton, gold vinyl, 1 of 1. Brooks Koepka out of 10. Lahiri. Harold Varner out of 10. Phil. We have the Cam Smith Black Color Blast. Absolutely insane. Brooks Koepka. John Rahm. Bubba. Ben Campbell. And a Bubba Watson Tiger. I forgot this hit was even in this break, to be honest. Insane. Insane. What a break, guys. Thank you for filling it. We did not hit our bounty. So that goes up to $55. If anyone's interested, we do have Prizm LIV FOTL for sale. $245 a box. Yeah, I hope so too, man. That card is disgusting. I really hope that's clean for us. Again, Prizm LIV FOTL is available for personals. Looks like the case is absolutely loaded. Bryson's auto, the bottom B is touching the edge of the sticker. Yeah, double 10. Yeah, that would have been insane. But I mean, the card itself is the important part. If the card itself is clean at 10s, no one's gonna care about the auto. Out of 3, no one's gonna care. At least they shouldn't. Honestly, if they do care about it, they probably weren't going to they probably weren't going to buy it in the first place, to be honest with you. Yeah, good luck, man. Did you do like a fast service, or how long of a service did you do? All right, let me get our Obsidian boxes. $75 regular. That's probably good. For a card of that value, 15 days is quick enough. And I mean, because the problem is you go any faster, it adds up quick. I would personally, because after fees, the $75 becomes like $100. Then you're shipping too. So then you're like $120 in. So like, I don't know. To me, that would be the direction I go in. How about them Browns, baby? What's up, Matt? Just in time for Obsidian, dude. We do have a fresh case of LIV T-Mall coming tomorrow as well. So that'll be here for Thursday. Double for more. Exactly. That's why I would just do the 75 15 day. Problem with 20 days is business days. So then at that point, it's like you're up to 4 weeks plus shipping time. Like you're not seeing it for over a month then. I would do 75 and 15. Unless you don't care. And want to do the 20 day. And just save some money. And you don't care about timing. But I'm antsy. I want to see it. Yeah, you're not wrong, Justin. That's the sad part is like if we just had a decent offense, this defense is legitimately championship caliber. As long as Denzel's healthy, I will say. Greg Newsome kind of sucks. That's what happened last week. Denzel sat like most of the second half, and as soon as Newsome was covering Zay Flowers, he was getting absolutely torched. That's when the wheels really started falling off. I think so. I don't think we turned it over once today, did we? I don't think we turned it over once. And we got the 1 interception. So yeah, we won the turnover battle. First time in like 20 games. He had 2 interceptions today? Today? To be honest, I was working on the basement today, so... Okay, he had 1. He had 1. I honestly didn't even see it. Oh, right before halftime. That doesn't count. That one doesn't count in my mind. That was the one right before halftime. It was an arm punt. As time expired right before half, he just chucked it. On 4th down. So I don't count that one. So technically we did not win the turnover margin. Add it to another week. Right, exactly. Justin. I just sent you a screenshot, man. Oh my god. Oh. All right. Let's get into some basketball, I guess. It's so annoying. All right. We have to run our filler. Dude, that fumble, yeah. I've never seen a fumble so close to happening. Or like such a 50-50 fumble. I've never seen that happen before. I don't blame them for giving it to the Packers because it was literally a 50-50. And I don't really know how that works in terms of who should get possession. All right. Top spot will get Bulls and Clippers. Bottom spot will get $50 in credit. I can technically offer it to the second highest bidder. But I don't know if I've ever seen someone accept that because they just always assume that it was shilled. So I can offer it to the second highest. I can check what kind of feedback they have to see if they were good too. And if they want it, then we can offer it to them. All right, 4 more on the dice. Good luck, guys. Top spot, Bulls, Clippers. Bottom spot, $50 credit. We're going 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Brian, congratulations. And Ryan, congratulations. John, appreciate you jumping in, man. Closing it. Almost snagged it. You're right on the bubble. They were in the 300s. Okay. Yeah, once after stream's over, I can, whoops. 98. So we'll get Brian on Bulls and Clippers. And then Ryan, I'll toss 50 on your account. I'll do that now before I forget, actually. All right, for those of you in the break, we have 4 boxes of Obsidian on both sides. Go ahead and vote left side or right side. That's what I'm very curious when this guy placed his bids. I would almost guarantee that he placed them tonight and then he just has buyer's remorse. Oh, funny thing is it's going to auto pay. It's going to auto pay tonight in 44 minutes. Matt, okay, I got you, Matt. So this guy. Okay, this guy bid a while ago. So there's that at least. He didn't just like bid at the end and then. Do you have to authorize the cancel? I mean, he could just ask for a refund. The problem is he can ask for a refund and then, like, in reality, I can't really say no. CLP's voting right. Thank you, CLP. Like, there's pretty much nothing I could do if he asks for a refund to not get him to get that refund. Well, I'm not going to be able to give him a refund now or cancel it now. So he's going to have to wait. All right, let me get Ryan's credit on his account really quick. Credit. All right, Ryan, you got that in there. So he's going to have to deal with the money coming out of his account and then getting refunded. Sucks to suck, I guess. All right. Cool. Let's get into this one. So, 4 of our last 8 boxes of Obsidian FOTL. If we do not hit a case hit out of it, I promised a cracked sapphire. We have 8 boxes left. No case hit has been found there. So ceiling's alive there as well. Good luck, everyone. God. Brandon Miller, Nev. Thank you guys for film break 584. We've got 4 boxes of Obsidian FOTL. Case hit is alive. 4 of our last 8 boxes. Good luck, everyone. Oh, this box does not want to open. Yeah, that's a good sign. Feels thin. Feels very thin. Good sign, bad sign, I'm not really sure. All right, we have a white Contra in the back, and I'm not sure what that is up front. So we have something out of 3 in the back. Good luck, everyone. What is this? Oh, atomic initials for the Spurs. Brian. Stefan Castle. Atomic initials. 16 out of 125. We have a Jonathan Kuminga, 7 of 25 going to the Warriors and Derek. Very nice looking Kuminga. We have a Mike Bibby, 1 of 25 for the Kings and Jason. Very nice, Jason. Late pickup there for you. First time seeing Dilly pop up. 134 out of 249 on the Eclipse Mem going to the Timberwolves and Josh. We have a Donovan Clingan, very nice for the Timberwolves, or sorry, the Trailblazers and John. 24 out of 125. And our white Contra for the Knicks. OG. That's going to John. 3 of 3 on the OG Contra. Very nice, my man. All right, first box down. Solid box. I mean, again, a lot of these boxes are missing the FOTL RPA. I don't really get it. All right, box number 2. We have a Redemption, and we have a Volcanics, which is, I think, a case hit. So good luck, everyone. Volcanics. Stefan Castle for Brian again. It's a Spurs kind of break. Stefan Castle on the Volcanics, rookie case hit. Very nice, Brian. We have a Bobby Clintman, 51 out of 99. On the RPA, going to the Pistons and Jason. We have Al Horford, 31 out of 99. Going to the Celtics and Richard. Anthony Edwards, 91 out of 99. On the Cutting Edge Mem, going to the T-Wolves and Josh. I'm sorry, Matt. We have our Redemption. TJ McConnell. 46 out of 125. Is the first box... Did it have the sticker? And I think our FOTL parallel. Trey Murphy, 15 out of 16 on the FOTL, going to the Pelicans and Richard. All right, who's going to help us sweat out this? Let's do our boy, Mr. Brandon Miller, Neb. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully this is our FOTL RPA. Snowcapped. This is out of 27. This is FOTL Snowcapped RPA out of 27. Good luck, everyone. I'm not sure who's on this checklist for redemption. Card 20. Terrence Shannon for the Timberwolves and Josh. There we go. Bang! Bang! Very nice hit, Josh. Again, that was our first Shannon auto that we've seen in either case. I don't know what that is. That's a private signings or whatever auto. Ron Holland. We have an orbital Jokic. Doesn't look like it's colored. Out of 125, 36 out of 125. Private signings, Bub Carrington for the Wizards and Richard. This is the second one of these we've pulled, Richard. Very nice, my man. Not numbered. There weren't, there was 2 missing in the last case. This case, there's been 3 or 4, I think. Monta Ellis, 64 out of 99. Going to the Warriors and Derek. We have a Jalen Green, 66 out of 249. Going to the Rockets and Noms. And we didn't get gypped this time. Bobby Clintman, 13 out of 27. Going to the Pistons and Jason. Very nice RPA. FOTL. This is the Snowcap. This is what the Terrence Shannon will look like. We have an orange Jaylen Brown. And that's nice. Paolo. Paolo on the FOTL. 2 of 16. Going to the Magic and Brian. And our Jaylen Brown is 99 out of 125. All right, and 1 box to go. Oops. 1 box to go. Ooh, that's a gold in the back, boys. And a red up front. I honestly have no clue what red is. I don't think we've seen a red. We have an De'Aaron Fox Equinox. Our red mojo. Optographs? This is Optic Choice Auto. What is Panini doing, man? Optographs? Okay. No more complaining. Shea, that's on card. That's on card, Shea. Bang, bang. That was the biggest 180 I've ever taken. There we go, Brian. Oh my God. All right, we have a Colby Jones, 6 out of 149 on the Magmatic Auto for for the Wizards. And Richard. Wow, this box was loaded. Jamal Murray, 3 of 5. This is a patch. It's game used. Going to the Nuggets and Robert. This patch might be disgusting. Oh, that is pretty nasty. That's Deep Sea Mojo Jamal Murray. Going to the Nuggets and Robert. Again, a last-second pickup today. All the straggler teams. We have an Anton Watson, 16 of 18. This is another FOTL auto, or RPA. This is the lower numbered one. We haven't seen many of these. Anton Watson going to the Knicks and John. Nasty patch there. And we have our gold coming up. We've got a gold Dick going to the Raptors and Richard. That is 3 of 10. Oh, is it the update? Is that why? Is it update? 3 of 10 on the Grady Dick gold. And finally, we have a Trae Young. This card is warped, man. Come on. Going to the Hawks and Gino. 3 of 16 on that one. All right, thank you guys very much for filling that. We did hit the case hit, so unfortunately it was not a color blast like we were hoping. But we did hit the case hit, so we are not throwing in the cracked sapphire. Let me sleeve and top load these hits. Did not do it during the break just to speed it up. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought it was similar to like how they just throw in the private signings into every single box ever. I figured they were throwing just a random choice auto into it. I was like, no shot. But that makes a lot more sense. All right, I need more top loaders. And I was really hoping for a black color blast out of the second case here. It was already tough not pulling one in the first case. Not pulling one here is very sad. We do have 4 boxes left. If anyone wants to jump on any of them, I can discount them as well. It will be the cheapest you will see them ever. And it will be cheaper than the cheapest you could have bought them on the drop. So if anyone's interested, I will post that once I'm done here. So just give me a moment. Sorry, I don't top load during the break to speed things up, but then obviously it slows things down now. Is Bub Carrington, is it not numbered? It looks much more like gold shiny than the previous private signings that we've pulled. I think that's the second Bub Carrington private signings that we pulled too. I feel like we might have pulled one last week out of Obsidian. This Ant-Man mem is game worn. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure how much of Obsidian is game worn, but it's cool that that and the Jamal Murray out of 5 is also game worn. No hits for the Bulls, unfortunately, our filler team tonight. Surprised. I feel like Buzelis would be a great chase in Obsidian with all the autos. We just can't seem to find him. We did pull one of his autos FOTL from the previous case, which was nice. But only the one. SGA is the only one on the Optographs list. Yeah, I think because it's update, they don't... I don't know how they determine update. I think they just literally find old sets and they're like, yeah, I'm just going to toss this in. They just have like leftover cards that, I don't know, maybe they expired or something. I don't really know how they determine it, to be honest. All right. They're all top loaded. Let's run through the hits here. We've got the Castle Atomic Initials, Kaminga, Mike Bibby, Klingen, the Stefan Castle Volcanics case hit, Clintman RPA, Warford, Ant-Man, Trey Murphy, TJ McConnell, Monta Ellis, Bub on the private signings auto, Bobby Clintman RPA out of 27. This is where the stack gets crazy. Paulo out of 16. Jaylen Brown, De'Aaron Fox, Colby Jones, Jokic on the orbital, Jamal Murray out of 5, and Anton Watson out of 16, Grady Dick out of 10, Trey Young out of 16, Shea on the Optographs on card, crazy. Terrence Shannon RPA out of 27, and an OG out of 3 on the Contra. Origin Spectra and Crown Royale. Wow, Crown Royale. All Shea? Or is there others on those ones? All right, we did not hit our bounty, so that goes up to $60. If anyone's interested in Obsidian FOTL, there are 4 boxes left, and I will drop it down to... There's others in there? Okay. I will drop it down to $4.75 a box. I am, to be 100% transparent, that is a loss for me. And I bought it as cheap as humanly possible on the Dutch auction. No one could get it cheaper. No one's going to be selling it cheaper. So it is $4.75 on the site if anyone wants to jump in. Obviously, we did hit the case hit Volcanics. Make this big. We did hit the case hit Volcanics. Obviously, probably not going to be finding another case hit. You never know, though. There's always chances of multiples. And then obviously with the FOTL, you should see the FOTL base out of 16 and then an RPA out of 27 or out of 16. Or out of 3. And the base can be out of 3 as well. So those are obviously all should be per box. We saw the one box tonight didn't have the RPA. Holy crap, another guy wants to cancel a different order. What is wrong with these people? Again, we have LIV FOTL at $2.45 a box. Looks like our case is pretty juiced. So that's available for personals. Did he pay for it already? Ordered by mistake? Get the absolute hell out of here, man. I hate eBay. I hate eBay so much. Black for sure. I'm trying. I'm gonna try. The Dutch auction is starting at a high number, and I'm afraid because it's a crazy new set. He paid then. It's the Buzel. It's your Buzelis RPA. He paid and then yeah, he requested cancel. I'm guessing he might have auto paid. I don't know. He bid on it this morning, and his cancellation says where does it say his notes? It starts at 4,000 a box, but it can go down to as low as 1,000, I think. I think anything sub 3,000 is great. I'm afraid that it's kind of like Deca FOTL, where it's going to be loaded and it's a new product and it's going to sell out at like 37.50 because the monster breakers are going to be able to just fill it regardless. And they'll run case breaks for player breaks or whatever. Because this is the first time this has ever come out. It's going to be the last time it ever comes out. It's going to be ridiculous. There's 5 autos per box. FOTL, you get a bonus FOTL auto out of 25 or less. You get 2 base out of 35 or less. So it's going to be a juiced product. Very interesting to see how that goes on Tuesday. I think I'm a little nervous. Little nervous there. In here. Order placed by mistake. I just want to message this guy. You bid on this morning. How did you place it by mistake? Well, that's the problem, Justin, is there's no punishment for doing this as a buyer. I can't even leave negative feedback on his profile. I have to leave positive feedback, but put in all caps, like, requested to cancel with buyer's remorse. Exactly, Brian. That's as the seller, you just have to accept the cancel because they can, unless I put no returns accepted, which if you put that in a card, it's like a death sentence. Or it's like final sale or something like that. Like even if it's damaged, you can't return it or something like that. That's like a death sentence for cards. Yeah, they can say they're just not happy with it. And eBay's going to side with them. eBay always sides with the buyer. And like I said, you can legitimately, you can't even leave negative feedback on a buyer as the seller. You can only leave negative feedback on a seller as a buyer. Because, I don't know, eBay is dumb. Legitimately makes no sense. Sounds good, Brian. Have a great night, man. Congrats on the hits tonight. Yeah, that's what I have, like a pre-made feedback thing that I can auto send out on cancels that's, or like non-payers. Russ has 39 passing yards. What? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if the Volcanics looks clean. Obviously, we'll see if the Shea looks clean. If you could message me, obviously, or fill out the form with anything you want me to check out, that would be great. But yeah, we'll check it out for sure, and hopefully it's clean. Shea wasn't you? Oh, it was Josh. I'm sorry. No, it was Josh. I'm sorry. I thought you had Thunder for some reason. I think I was calling out your name the whole break for that hit. So I apologize. Did you have Clippers? That'd be crazy. I don't think it was Clippers, but I can double check. Yeah, it was Thunder. I think you had Thunder in the last one, which is probably why I thought that. And you and I had talked. I remember after, I think Justin said something about it being the update, and you and I had talked about Shea being in there for update. All right, guys, last call on personals. Again, Obsidian FOTL. Last four at $4.75 a box. Insanely discounted. If you're interested. Otherwise, we do have, again, Impeccable LIV Hobby. One box left with the silver bar. Still alive. Or gold, I think, technically can be in it. If not, that'll go into the break on Thursday. We have Optic Choice. You can pull a Shea Optographs auto. And 8 Crack Sapphire with the case hit alive. And Prizm LIV FOTL with a ridiculous case going. So we'll give last call on personals here. Dak is the cover for Mosaic. Oh, God. That's hilarious. Mosaic will be fun. I always love Mosaic. It's one of my favorite football products. Products in general. It was our OG product when we first started breaking. So it always has a place in my heart. I'm sorry, Justin. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It's so annoying. Crazy thing is, I mean, he has 88 feedback. Mahomes in absolute, you mean? Like autos? Oh, I thought you said Dak is cover. Or are they both? Is it Mahomes and Dak? They sharing it. Oh, absolute. Duh. I just completely misread that. So yeah, Mahomes on absolute. Okay, cool. Yeah, both those sets will be fun. Absolute's always good. We had a great case of absolute last year. We hit the gold explosive Trey Benson and the 1 of 1. It was like the football shield. It wasn't like a true shield, but it was like the shield on a football patch of can't remember who. Both of those sets are always a really fun rip. I wish Donruss wasn't so overpriced. It's just not worth it, guys. I don't want to sound like you can spend your money however you want, but I would not recommend spending your money on Donruss Hobby. It's just, it has to be the worst value product ever. You're chasing one card in a case of 18 boxes that's worth anything. And even then, it could be a downtown of just some, I don't know what the downtown checklist is. I've seen a handful of them. But like last year, there was like Terry Bradshaw downtowns. So you're going to rip 18 boxes of Donruss. Like 8K in product. And legitimately, there's going to be probably one card worth its while, and it could be Terry Bradshaw downtown worth $80. I saw that. I saw he got to play. He got some other stuff, but yeah, I saw a video of him playing catch with Trout, and it like, I'm sure they cut it off, and I'm sure they played it longer, but the video is like, Trout throws it, he throws it back, Trout throws it, he throws it back, and then done. It was like 2 tosses each. Trout's not even wearing a glove. Like 10 seconds of catch. I'm like, dude, it was his only request? Wow. I thought he got something else out of it. But I could be wrong. I just saw like a quick tweet and I saw there was a video of them playing catch. Yeah, Matt, I mean, both of our cases so far have just been absolutely loaded like that. Obviously, tonight we didn't see a 1 of 1. Or, sorry, we didn't see a Color Blast. So, I mean, maybe there is a chance that this isn't a Color Blast case. But obviously, we saw the 1 of 1. In our second case, our first 3 boxes that we ripped, there was 2 1 of 1s and only 1 Color Blast. So, it could be something similar that we're hitting a similar stride here, but then in the other 20 or 13 boxes there was like 12 Color Blasts. So we won't know until we see it, but yeah, Justin hitting 2 of the 1 of 1s himself. Yeah, I'm excited to get more T-Mall. Have a fresh case of that coming tomorrow. I tried to have it for tonight. I bought it Friday with overnight shipping, and apparently it's not Saturday overnight shipping because it didn't get here yesterday. So it's going to get here tomorrow. So unfortunately, I paid $60 to get it overnighted, and it didn't even matter. I could have just done ground shipping, and it probably would have gotten here Monday anyways. So yeah. Thursday will be a good night. We'll rip the last box of Impeccable with the case hit in the final box. We'll continue our FOTL, and we have a fresh case of T-Mall. So that'll be Thursday. Basketball. I don't really know what we're going to do with basketball yet. We'll probably wait to start filling basketball until like Tuesday evening, because we'll need to figure out if we get Panini Prizm Black. 3 of them on eBay for 1K, the 1 of 1. Nice. Justin, have you gotten any offers? Have you listed yours at all to see what kind of offers you can get? You've only hit 3 total, Justin. I feel like JT has hit like 20. I'm not even exaggerating on that number. I feel like JT has hit about 20 color blasts. We did have a handful of cards go live through PSA's eBay tonight. Let me see what went live. And I'll send you the links tomorrow. We have JT's Lamar Jackson Snakeskin out of 2. We have Brian's Bub Carrington White Tiger. Brian's Jaden Daniels Purple Shock. Brian's Marvin Harrison Clearly Teal. And then we have the Dame Lillard Downtown got a 10, and the Phil Mickelson got a 10. So those 5 cards are all up on eBay right now. I'm very curious where the Phil ends up. That's obviously my card. If you guys want to follow it, here's the listing. Oh, those are all 3 your eBay listings? That's awesome. Personal spots. He did rip a good chunk of personals. But I swear he just eats up these live breaks. He hasn't been able to watch live lately. And he'll message me in the morning and be like, I don't think I can watch another stream live again. Because his no watch mojo is just ridiculous. I mean, I think he hit the... I'll have to go back to see... But did he hit the Cam Smith? Who had Ripper? Yeah, JT. He hit the Cam Smith color blast tonight. All right, I know I've said this. Final call, guys. The Hatton 101 tonight was good mojo for the Bryson. Yeah, dude. Karma always comes around, man. That's kind of the case. These breaks randomly, one or 2 teams, even in the mixers and multi boxes, 1 or 2 teams just like sweeps the floor. Like tonight, Legion just crushed, and Range Goats crushed, and Ripper got the color blast. The ROM out of 36 was really cool. On card. That break had a lot of, like, hits that quietly weren't the best, you know? Like the Bubba Tiger, that just quietly, like, you forget about it. But that card's insane. That's so cool. ROM on card out of 36. So cool. But it's like, there was a 1 of 1 hit, and a Gold Shimmerado out of 3 hit, and the Black Color Blast. And 2 golds. Brooks Koepka gold and Harold Varner gold. There's one tiger for over 300. Like one in general or a Bubba tiger? Torque doesn't have a white color blast. Wow. So who is it? That's really interesting. I assumed it was the same checklist for both. Bubba, is it the variation? Same card, Matt? The variation tiger? Neiman? I honestly haven't looked at the checklist in a while. Do you think we've hit every single color blast out of hobby? Is there anyone we have not hit yet? 2025. Prizm, Live Golf. Out of the like literal 30 color blast. Not black. Color blast. Cam Stenson? I think we've hit a Stenson, right? Bubba, we hit. Wolf, yep. Yang, we've hit like 17. Garcia, yep. Westwood, yep. Brooks? Have we hit Brooks? I feel like we haven't hit a Brooks. Bryson, yep. DJ, yep. Hatton, yep. Rom, yep. Mickelson, yep. I think we've hit everyone but Brooks. That's crazy that we haven't hit them all. We have doubled up. We've like tripled up. We've hit like 4 or 5 Phil Mickelson. Yubin Yang is like 4 at this point. John Rahm, I think like 3. Cam Smith, I think we've only hit 1, maybe 2. Obviously the black color blast as well tonight. But otherwise normal color blast, not a ton. Lee Westwood 1, I think. Is it messed up that I don't want to cancel this guy's thing until after he pays? Then at least he gets charged and then has to deal with that. It's kind of messed up, but at the same time, he can like actually blow me. And then you just have guys like this guy. He messages me like, do you combine shipping? Of course, my man. Let me send you an invoice. Did he pay already? Because that sucks. I'm going to have to refund then. What card is this? Obsidian? Card guy? Okay, there he is. Whoops. Send invoice. Okay, so he already... Did he already pay for a card? Or no? No one... Dude, scary. I've already had 2 people. I had like 10 cards. Probably actually like 20 cards end tonight. And 2 people already messaged asking to cancel. One was the Josh Allen Clearly Downtown that sold for $1,400. And the other guy was a Buzelis RPA. Alright, let's see. Did this guy buy anything yet? Did he pay for... Oh, that sucks. This guy bought a ton of cards and he didn't get combined shipping. Holy, man. I could have helped you out there, bud. Holy crap. He bought so much. 9. No cancellations. I feel like that's a killer for listings, especially sports cards. I feel like you're just asking to not get bids. Cancel their cancel request. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you hanging out tonight. We'll be back Thursday. New breaks will go up tomorrow. Live Golf will go up tomorrow. And then basketball probably Thursday night once we figure out what exactly we're going to be running. Hopefully some Prizm Black FOTL, but might be a little tough. We'll see what the price ends up at. But yeah, really appreciate it tonight. Absolutely insane breaks. Thank you guys for filling it. And we will see you guys on Thursday.